Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now wins. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Complete. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun is Eason. That's caught. Hits the tight end, Tyler Davis. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Play action. It's Wentz. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
A gain of 11.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run the counter. Cottrell. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's Eason off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game.
Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And the Jags grab it. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
To number 83. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Hines on the toss play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On 1st down, Cottrell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, here's Eason. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Colts 7. Jaguars nothing.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason going deep for Eifert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets this one to down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
49-yard line.
They run with Hines. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them.
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Jaguars.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
They will find Davis. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
3rd and 4.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Eason on 2nd down. Looking long for Westbrook. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
They go play action with Eason. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
39 yards on the punt. Give them just 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Eason. Flush to his right. Going for it all. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Eason. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Eason. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Wentz looking for Campbell downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Colts 28, Jaguars nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw again, Eason. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, Eason. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A final shot before break. Eason, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And this carries into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll throw on first down with Eason. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. DeForest Buckner with a sack. The former number 7 overall pick. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Eason going to try and throw for it. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here, the jet sweep. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
To number 80.
Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Colts have got it on cruise control.
The extra point.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Colts 42. Jaguars nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
For the extra point.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Throwing after the interception. Eason. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. 70 Lions. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Off play action. Eason. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Score, Colts 49, Jaguars 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a play fake. Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Eason.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
49, Jaguars 14. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Check. Solid.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
17 yards.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Watch the twist.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
Whip. Sunday.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete to
Paris Campbell. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun is Eason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Tyler Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Eason. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They're going on 4th down. Here's Eason. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, it hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball on a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He's still fighting forward. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Watch it. Two jet. Check.
On 1st down. It's Hines, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Wentz to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Today's a big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.